Hi everyone, Aldbar here, and welcome to this Let's Play. I've got a few more heroic only quests, and we're gonna get them done before we head over to Epics. Before I take my level. So this is one of those classic free-to-play quests, the House B. Harlan, Spawn of Whisperdoom. Now, if you were watching the series, we've already actually faced off against Whisperdoom. She takes part in the Tangleroot quest series. So we run into Whisperdoom over there. This particular area that I'm in right now, you don't have to kill all these monsters. You can just run right into the quest. But you do get a tiny bit of XP if you bother to kill everything. The quest objective is kill, I don't know, a fair amount of them. Yeah, there's no elite version of this, it's just hard and normal. Yeah, small little room. Shrine, and here we go. This is the actual quest. Spawn of Whisperdoom. Yeah, but this time we're actually gonna have to fight Whisperdoom. As always, to speed things up, we're gonna get some hirelings out just to help us cruise. Not critical for the success of this mission, but it's rather a very long mission, so. For this quest, you want to have acid resistance. That's basically it. Basically, everything in this quest has pathing. That means if it sees you and it targets you, it will try to walk after you. And because it has pathing, the game will count it towards a dungeon alert. So you better clear everything out, or you're gonna have a dungeon alert that will drive you crazy. Yeah, we've got two main objectives. We've got these bosses, these ogre bosses we need to kill. And we've got these spider daughters of Whisperdoom. Those are like the main big targets in this quest. Yeah, and then we get to fight off Whisperdoom. And we move on. There are some really deadly traps. I call them deadly because if you stand in them, like I just did now, they can kill you. But most of them, if you just run through, you'll be fine. Yeah, basically, acid resist is like the key to this quest because there are so many things who do acid damage. It's crazy. Okay, here's the first one of these bosses. They all do the same thing. When you're trying to attack them, they become invisible, disappear. You gotta make sure you've actually confirmed the kill, so we gotta wait for them to show up again. And here now. On one hand, they are orange named, so you can crowd control them and use other effects on them. On the other side, there are also they could be what's it called? Bosses, I guess, champions. Another shrine. Just in case you haven't, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is one of those traps where the trap box is right on the other side of it. Yeah, that one is kind of nasty. I would recommend breaking open the door for the shrine before you go for it. That way, if you do kick the bucket, you can just walk into the shrine. Okay, this guy we need to kill. We get a key from his chest. I think we get a key. Yep, we get the silver key. So basically the inner vault is like locked with a whole bunch of protections. I think there's a locked door, so we got the key for it. And then also there's like 7 different bosses who will keep up a ward that prevents you from getting past it, like a barrier. Gotta kill all those bosses. Yeah, this quest is heavy on walking around. And notice with a lot of the free-to-play quests in DDO, the higher level ones, kind of feel like they took some butter and spread it out on too much bread. It's a bit thin, and a lot of they're trying to make more content out of the actual content. Just here's the same quest, but we'll make it bigger, so you can walk around more. Yeah, but like all these spiders, make sure to stop and kill them because they'll just create a dungeon alert. Even though they're not threatening, but the game has pathing for them, and it will slow you down. In the long run, you need to kill everything. There is a side tunnel. We're going to get this, and then from here on out, we'll just stick to the right.
Fresh kills hang from the webs, the remains of former adventurers.
We're looking for Whisperdoom's daughters, and they could be in many different places, so you got to check every nook and cranny. And basically from here, we just went to the right, keep on sticking to the right. So except for this one little place where we went down this hallway, we're gonna now just stick for the right the whole time. Basically gonna keep on hugging the right wall. That should hopefully make us go through all the different places. Yeah, killed one of those bosses. The hatchery. Every time we walk by it, the DM reads the voice line again and again and again. You guys gotta die. Make sure you confirm the kill. My balance isn't that great, so if I get knocked over, it takes me a fair amount of time to get back up. Yeah, balance affects how much time it takes you to stand up if you get tripped. There might be some saves that also require balance, so higher balance means you're less likely to be tripped in the first place. But it's definitely true that after you get tripped, how fast you get up also is dependent on your balance. Okay, Daughters of Whisperdoom, you gotta kill them. You can see my quest objective. There's 2 quest objectives I've got. Both of them I've got 4 more. Whisperdoom's daughters and whatever it is. The card tool or whatever they're... whatever ogreish name they have. Gotta get rid of him. And as I said before, there's not a fixed location to each one of the Whisperdoom's daughters. So it's not like I can just tell you go down these hallways and that's it. You gotta open the whole map.
The small caves here have been set up to function as a hatchery, with Whisperdoom's daughters creating an army of their spawn.
Yeah, the acid arrow that they hit you with can stack up. If you don't have acid resistance, it's just going to chip away your health very fast. And as always, you always want to have like a magic missile protection. So this is basically like Proof is in the poison, but for a higher level. It does have more rest shrines though, I think. Proof is in the poison. It's got only one rest shrine in it. Which is definitely not enough if you're a new player. That's level 4. Yeah, went through this little area. Again, I'm going to stick to the right. Very hard to tell. There might or may not be something in this like little area. Yeah, these guys are annoying. I would point out that since they don't follow you, these archers, you don't actually have to kill them and they won't contribute towards your dungeon alert. You can just ignore them if you want. Keyword being if you want. Yeah, sneaky, they hide in the corners. Yet again, one of those quests where if you're a single target DPS doer, so basically you only kill things one at a time, it's going to take you forever.
The hatchery.
Yeah, killing that ogre, I don't know if you noticed it, but in the background, there's a door over there with a blue barrier. And when I killed him, like this rune or this one got turned off. We gotta get one more of them. Here we go, found them. Okay, door's open. But we still got Whisperdoom's daughter. Yep.
You hear a rumbling, followed by a piercing screech from deep within the caverns as Whisperdoom the hatchery.
Okay, and now we can go in. So basically, we started the quest from here. There was a locked door over here, and there's a locked door over here. They're both locked in the same way. Now, to get past it, you gotta first go... Let's open this up. You gotta first go to the end of this hallway and get the key. And then you have to go down this. So other than this little part here at the beginning where we went down and came back, we just stick to the right. Eventually you'll get around the whole thing, and you'll clear out the way and be able to get past. Let's rebuff and go. I'll give my hirelings acid resistance so they don't die in 3 seconds. I already have blur. You can blur yourself. And there we go. You use the key. Okay, now we're inside of Whisperdoom's lair. And we're looking, well, to fight Whisperdoom.
Skittering legs and clicking fangs echo in the darkness around you.
Again, I like to stick to the right. and do a circuit around this area.
Pour through the corridors, their bodies marked by suppurating spider bites.
This quest has like these 3 optional objectives, little collectibles, special unique quest collectibles. I think you can only do them like once per life. I think there's a necromancer in here.
The cave wall slides open to reveal the zombie's master, the sickly necromancer.
So these quest collectibles, if you pick them up, can turn them into an NPC right next to the quest giver. And it'll give you some potentially good loot. There used to be some things that were very valuable. A trinket gave you like 100 spell points. And today's standards, none of it's like really exciting. It's more of, if you do pick it up, you first of all get XP for it. And secondly, if you do pick it up and like here, silver goblet. What the heck is this thing? So now you know what it does. Hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate it. There are a few hidden areas around this place, including some chests and stuff. And once again, yeah, make sure you kill all the trash. If you don't, you're going to get the dungeon alerts and drive you crazy. Here's another one. And just like before, the location is random. It's in this section of the map. Where exactly, it's different every time. Hey look, we found Whisperdoom. Let's kill her.
Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the dreaded spider Whisperdoom. Escape is not an option.
He has very, very fast self-healing. So if your DPS is not good enough, it will take you forever. Let's just see if I can find the third little item. And if I can turn him in to the NPC so you can see how it looks. So if I kill 4 more spiders, the black widow shaped spiders, I get a bit of XP. It's not a quest objective, just a optional. The Harlings kill the dark fangs. Nothing in here. Generally, the items are kind of like on the outskirts of this map, this section. So if you just go around, chances you find it. Yeah, we're back to the start.
The lair.
Come on, tell me it's this. There we go. Okay, we found all the documents. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm above level, so we got a bit of a XP penalty. It's okay. $15 minutes, not bad. Now you can talk to this guy over here. Goblet's yours. Nope. Talk to him again. Barrier. Still just junk loot. Oh, no luck. Fine. Well, we're done with this. Let's head over to House Beneath. We gotta pick up the next quest. The quest itself takes place in House Kundrak. But to get the quest giver, you've got to go to House Beneath. Whatever. This is something, if you're a new player, you're gonna be stumped by it. So, in here, where there's nothing but a quest giver, Temple of the Sovereign Host. Talk to this guy. Yes, 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 yes. Another question. Yeah, you've got to select an option before he'll give you the quest. Okay, now let's go to House Kundrak. Probably should work on updating my gear and items. But right now I'm way over level, so I don't really care. I'm gonna head over to the bank in House Kundrak, and there's a quest giver over there. And we'll pick up the quest from them also. Well, at the top of the bank, go around to the side. There's this quest giver with these two golems. Made to order. And then he jumped on over here, and this black anvil, whatever, forest. By the way, one of my favorite things in DDO. This particular little small piece of wall. I don't know what it's doing here. It's the Great Wall of House Kundrak, that's all I can tell you. It's a piece of geometry that's out of place. Okay, Black Anvil Forest. Probably we should go for made to order first, because it's a lower level. Then we'll do the other quest. The lava seeps into the ground. You stand too close to the lava, you'll take damage. Made to order. Leap. Let's go. This quest is very, very linear if you don't fall down. If you do fall down, it becomes a big mess. So try not to fall down. But remember that if you do fall down, it's not like the quest is over. You can still recover. It's not a big deal. I will say that this quest has a lot of traps, and without a trapper or without evasion, it's kind of dangerous.
One of Haywire's trademark speaking stones is embedded in the wall here. It appears to be beckoning.
I don't know what traps are up ahead. There are plenty of them. Okay, so basically, we've got this big center room full of lava, and we've got these cart tracks who lead you around it in a crisscross. And we're going to work our way on the tracks. As long as you don't drop down, it should be fine. Occasionally, there's like a mine cart on the track. Yeah, the way that it goes is there's a bunch of these like floor traps and a trap box someplace in the middle. And you can disable it by standing in the middle, and this it will disable all the traps around it. Like all the traps in this area now are done. So you gotta walk past the first couple traps. This is regardless of which direction you come into this area. Trap box. Oh, come on, stop hitting me. Should be someplace here. I typically just zoom past all these traps. I don't care. For now, I'm just going to stick to the right.
Haywire's voice crackles through the speaking stone. Blast! Maybe Vale was right. It's probably a bad idea to...
They only trigger once you pick up this crest. We need 4 crests to get past the final room. Oh, I should point out that clay golems can hit you with a curse that prevents you from healing. So you always want to have remove curse on you. More traps. So rather than disabling the trap node, it's kind of like a minefield with a trap box who disables all the traps around it. Yeah. Hard to know exactly where the trap is because you can detect the traps themselves, but not the trap box. Stick to the right. This door I think is a shrine, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, shrine. So just in case you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Here we are. We're at the bottom of this particular quest. We're going to go to the far end first. And get this little cave clear and come back. We got another one of these crests we need to pick up. I probably should turn off my imbued because it's doing fire damage and it's healing all of these iron golems. Go get him out of the lava. Come on. Okay, you just stand here just a moment. I've got an errand to run. Give me a bright section. Close enough. This. Just gotta make sure we've got something to use for a thumbnail later on. Moving on. Yeah, so this path where you started from, it basically loops. You go this way, and now it's gonna go down. It's gonna loop back around through this room. I would warn you against these dwarves. Some of them have picks, and picks have a crit multiplier of 4. So if they hit you with their pick for a critical hit, they could potentially not one-shot you, but do massive damage very fast. So you better have your fortification up. forgot that I have levels of cleric and I can just tell him to. I can remove the curse from him. There you go, buddy. Much better. Now you might be wondering why I'm doing all the breakables. Part of the reason is, once you did the breakables, it kind of like marks your territory where you've been. So if you do fall or something, you can see where you've been already. So, I like doing it. Here again, we're going to stick to the right. Go this direction. I'm hitting myself with all the resistances, just so if I do step in a trap, I don't take massive damage.
I think my golems are watching over the crest, and that means they're watching you.
Yeah. We'll handle it. We'll handle it with big sword diplomacy. The issue resolved. Here you are. Shield Guardian. Remove curse. I think there's a crest on the other side. I'm pretending as if I have evasion when I don't. At least I don't think I have evasion. No, actually I do have evasion. Sorry, what am I talking about? I do have evasion. Feats. Evasion. Yes, I do have evasion. Sorry. So I am acting appropriately. I'm pretending I have evasion when I actually have evasion, so no pretending. Yeah, this one's a room with a chest. I think there's some kind of optional boss someplace you gotta kill. It went so fast I might have killed him, but if you don't kill him, you'll be missing a quest objective. Yeah, basically this quest is kind of linear as long as you don't fall off the tracks in the main room. So barring that, just stay on the main road and you'll be fine. Yeah, and stick to the right. Just to make sure you cover all grounds, don't forget you don't like miss optionals and stuff. Very annoying. You end up at the final intersection and you don't have 4 crests and you're like, what do I do now? Well, you're gonna backtrack and look for them. You gotta be very careful over here. Some of these tracks, they break. I mean, they don't fall out from underneath you, but there's like a broken part of the track. You might not notice it automatically. And just fall through it. Come on, where's the trap? I mean, the truth is I've got insightful reflexes, and I've got, what's it called? Intelligence as my main stat. So my reflex save should be pretty good. Yet I seem to be failing saves. So either I'm rolling ones. I didn't notice last time I failed. Either I'm rolling a 1 or something else is going on. I gotta check out, see what's happening. Saves. Reflex. 28. Eh. I'm gonna pick up this room because it's right on the way.
Best be on your guard around him.
Yeah, so this one, I guess, kind of breaks the pattern of sticking to the right. Okay, we're done. Yeah, if you do get turned around in this quest, then you'll end up having the entire map open, and you won't be able to, like, rely on the fog of war to know where you haven't been yet. Which is very unfortunate. Oh, come on. Probably have enough to get the trapper's bonus. I'm losing 25% XP because of my character level, so maybe I'm compensating for it. Okay, final room. We need to go to the end over there, but there's this little alcove. I believe this is a shrine. Yeah, plenty of shrines. Yes, we're gonna buff and go. Yeah, if you look down, you'll be able to see where the track breaks away. There's you'll see the light, like the lava flowing through it. Here's a broken section of the track. I remember there was an electric trap over there, so I changed tracks. Okay, and here's the 4 crested. Hopefully we found all of them. Didn't forget any. And we are good to go. This is it. Very long hallway and a boss fight. I've got a cleric ability that makes it so if enemies attack me, there's like a 20% chance that they just get knocked over with no save. Very entertaining. If you're wondering what sword I'm using, right now this is the Sword of Shadows, but with a crazy cosmetic on it. Typically I use a House Cannith crafted sword. So it's a random gen loot that I found that has 2 slots in it, and I basically crafted it to have like light and some other damage on it.
Sound like thunder echoes from the cavernous halls to the east.
I love it that my Iron Defender can heal me. It makes one of the most useful, what's it called, hirelings in all of DDO be even more useful.
The battle-scarred Marut pounds against the door, threatening to bring down the mountain itself.
Gotta attack him. I don't want to die here at the end of the quest, but here we go. Yeah, one of the first things he does to you is debuffs you. I think the most important is to get rid of the clay golems because they can curse you and then you can't heal. That's when a lot of things fall apart very fast. Now, one of the longest door sequences in DDO. Come on. Door, gate, invisible, rock wall, barrier, sliding door, another gate, another rock wall. It's another door. Fair amount of protections this guy has.
Stands in the center of the room, his right arm gleaming in the light. It appears that the genius inventor has experimented on himself.
Okay. XP finish. Yeah, 25% reduction. Got the breakables. 20 minutes. Got traps. Okay, and now Black Anvil again. This time, we're heading over to Sovereign Host, or whatever his name is. You gotta be minimal level 9 to get into this quest, but there are items in here that are minimum level 8 that are like staples for any character who wants to play like longsword build. You gotta come in here and get the longsword that it drops.
This small pool of lava seems to cause the walls in here to sweat profusely.
Yeah, the main thing in this quest is you gotta have fortification, high fortification, because these Durgar guards, they all have high crit profiles, and they'll hit you for lots of critical damage.
Elementals meander between the pillars of earth and the pools of lava in this cavern.
Okay, there's these summoners. You can climb up ladders to get them. But if you're going to do that, it's going to take you a long time to basically track every one of them down. You don't have to do that, so I typically would ignore them unless I'm doing a ranged build or somebody who's got like good range DPS. It's not worth the hassle. That fire elemental seems to be using player strats. He's kiting my hireling. Yeah, there's 8 summoners in this main room. You don't have to kill them. Okay, what we need to do is we need to go down these hallways. There are two levers we need to pull. I think they're levers, if not pressed or something. So it's a very long, windy hallway. And you head down it. Yep. Walk all the way to the end, fight a boss, walk all the way back. So again, these are the free-to-play quests at these levels. They don't give a lot of XP, unfortunately. I am very thankful for this quest though. There are some like very good items you can buy here from the Adamanted vendor. Some of them are so good that you can basically buy an item and use it all the way up to level 20. Like Longsword I mentioned before. It's got an increased critical profile built into it, making it super powerful. Basically better than anything else at that same level, or many levels after. Just so effective. Yeah, there's a locked door, and this has 2 little areas we need to open up first.
Ironbound door at the base of this slope. The rooms to either side probably contain the opening mechanism.
Yep. Lever. There'll be a mirror lever at the other side. Okay, here comes the big room with the fight.
Appears to be a temple hewn from the earth itself, with a large rune-covered altar at its center.
Edgen Nightforge. You can fight everything at once, or first get rid of all the trash mobs and then fight him. He's got his own minions.
As the last of the worshippers fall, the Durgar High Priest begins an incantation.
Never mind.
Summoning.
Apparently you can't fight them all at once. You've got to kill the trash first. I just remember I always kill the trash first. I didn't remember that it was mandatory. Okay, we got one lever. You better remember this, because if not, you're going to have to walk down this hallway again just to pull the lever. It's very easy to miss. Kind of like blends into the background. You two, stand here. I've got a picture to make. I know it's red on red, but what can we do? That should be good. Too bad I don't have a sprint boost. On the wavy hallway. Ooh, a lump of coal. And actually use it as a weapon. It does basically no damage. But you can use it to hit a target, a lever, if you need to. Yeah, we can go around here. Let's jump. all my hirelings so they don't die. Yeah, this is level 12. On Elite, it's 16. Of course, these guys like to heal themselves. Okay, fine. Let's. This room is a checkpoint kind of room. Just double gates.
Appears to serve as a checkpoint of sorts. Dwarven guards man both sides of this gateway.
That's what I just said. I know. I'm just ripping on the DM, repeating what he says every time I walk by. Okay, now this particular section is very, very long hallway that has these like crossroads where you got these two rooms on every side. In one of these rooms, you can find a silver key. I think it's silver. That allows you to open up the adamantium section. If you get lucky, you'll find it fast. If not, well, it's going to be a lot of checking rooms. Yeah, once you open up the door, you're going to have to kill the monsters inside, because if not, you'll get a dungeon alert. Nope. Again, right at the end of this hallway. The end of this hallway, there'll be, once again, a lever, a switch we need to pull. But there'll be a lot of these crossroads where we can go down and try to find a silver key. So that's the optional. But we still have to go down the whole hallway to the end to finish. If you're only going for the adamantium, you don't actually have to do anything but go down this hallway, find the key, and then go down the optional hallway. You don't actually have to go to the end. You don't even have to finish the quest. Here's a shrine. Just in case you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you. I think we found it. Yes, silver key. Okay, at least now we can skip all the rest of the rooms, so we no longer need to go down every one of these rooms. We'll just stick to the center and that's it. Yeah, skip these rooms. Head all the way down to that. Here we go. This is the final area. Once again, we've got to unlock this.
Steel door at the end of this hall. The clan warden awaits you in this room. The cages behind him hold what appear to be large metallic dolls.
Okay, and this is... You open it. You don't kill him fast enough. He releases the iron defenders. These iron defenders. Oh no. Yeah. Both the switches have been pulled. We could technically go right to the end. Basically, the center room has the path you come down. Then there's two long passageways that have switches at the end. You got one of them who's got adamantine, and one of them is the end. Yeah, I've got 30 acid resistance because of my armor. I'm wearing the black dragon armor. So it's got acid resistance built into it. It's a black docent. Well, black dragon scale docent. Gotta pull the levers on the security gate. Not much of a security gate if you can have both sides open at the same time. They're not a true security gate. Okay, so this way, with the two sigils, this is the end. But let's go get the optional first. Lock door. Come on, summoner. Fight me. Oh, whatever. Gotta clear out this trash first. There's a optional shrine over here. Unlike hitting like and subscribe, which is not optional. You must. You don't, how will you know the next video comes out? Okay, got all the summoners. Nice locked lava gate.
Down the tunnel to your right. This must be the mining area.
Okay, now check this out. There's a lump of coal over here. I said before you can use it as a weapon. We're going to try to use it to open up a section. Our goal over here is to go down all of the side passageways. And we're looking for adamantite ore. Use your targeting, select next. Typically it's Q, but you can set it to whatever you want. It's easier to find things. Yeah, you'd probably also want to do all the breakables, so that way you won't miss anything.
There are probably similar areas throughout the mod.
Yeah, and I'm gonna repeat the warning from before. These Durgar miners all have picks. I think they're heavy picks, and if they crit you, be a lot of damage. So adamantite ore. It looks like Cyber's dragon shards, but it's black. Picking up all the breakables just so I can like target everything in the room and make sure I don't miss anything. You can see on the screen how I'm targeting everything. Fine. Adamantite ore. I've got 3. Just put it over here. 3. There's a total of 15 every time. Exactly 15. So if you missed one, go back and find it. None here. There are some like on the tracks. You gotta keep an eye keep an eye out for him. See, one on the floor. Yeah, this target, you must shoot. If you have a lump of coal, that's it, we use it against the target. I mean, of course, you can just use any thrown weapon or ranged weapon. But you cannot just activate them manually. That means you can't target it with your melee weapon or click it and use it. You're gonna have to target it. There are some places in the game where you have a lever that you can just use or shoot. These are not those kinds. Collect everything, chop it up. Yeah, it's for some reason the different rooms have different colors. Like I think before it was green, now it's red. Last little check. Didn't miss anything. We are up to 8. Mind you, just again, this is a optional. You do not have to do this. But I strongly recommend doing it, and I strongly recommend you picking up some of the items over here if you're a new player. See, what color room do we have now? These are purple now. Lumps of coal. We don't need it. But if I don't pick it up, I'll keep on targeting it. I want to make sure I picked up all the ore. It's a darker red. Before it was red, is like purplish red. I'm referring to the color of the rooms. Rebuff. Good enough. Up to 12. And we're already at the final barrier. I want to be clear, the demented ore is not inside of breakables in any kind of capacity. I'm only doing the breakables so when I hit target next, I can find it. Cool. We got lucky.
You are greeted by a wave of intense much as if you are dark.
There we go. We got all 15. Another optional boss over here. Orange name. Here we go. Here's the Nightforge Smith. Talk to this guy. You have to do it in quest, so you're gonna have to come in here every time you want to buy stuff from him. You can buy the armors over here. This Nightforge plate is almost the best plate for this level. It's level 8, minimum level 8. Mind you, you can't actually enter this quest at level 8. You have to be at least level 9. So maybe get it on a past life, and it's also bound to character, so you can't get it with an alt. You can farm the Adamented with an alt. Got a really nice docent. All of the armors are okay, but the Nightforge plate is like really good. These Nightforge, whatever, bracelets, these things are very good because they're clicky for heroism. So if you can use heroism 3 times per rest, and it's got 20 hit points on it and a slot. So again, very good item. Protection from evil clicky, also not bad. One of the most popular items is this, because it's got 100 fortification on it, level 9. You can actually get 100 fortification level 8, but this is an item rather than an augment, and you've got another thing to slot into it. I used to take this 100 fortification and slot in a feather falling. It's a nice utility item. The Nightforge shield is also pretty good. This was the item that's like the most broken. It's got a slot on it, which is really cool, and the critical range is 15 to 20. Well, mine's increased, so 17, 18, 19, 20. It starts off with a 20% chance baked into it. And when you have improved critical, it goes to 30% chance. So really, really cool. The Nightforge pick is okay. The Nightforge Warhammer, though, has a critical profile of ×4. So, like a pick, this has ×4, but that's natural. This is a Warhammer, which also have a natural ×4, which is unique. It's also a very good Warhammer. Then the dart, which is just forget it, and the stiletto has got an increased crit range again. So this is like a good dagger. But I personally am not going to use any of those things. Well, let's head out. If I had to buy something with this character, probably the braces for the heroism clicky. But the way I know my playstyle, I'm never going to use it. I'm always going to forget I have it. So, yep. It's just a waste. You can also use the Adamented for crafting. There's something called Stone of Change. You'll have to look it up in the wiki. Basically, you take an item, you drop it inside of the Stone of Change. It's in the marketplace right next to the bank. On the right, there's a big altar called the Stone of Change. Put your item in there, and you put Cybree's Dragon Shards together with it, and you bind the item. Once it's bound, you can now add different rituals to it. One of them is an Adamented ritual. So a bunch of Adamented ore plus Earth Elemental Essence, which you'll have to get from trapping the soul. And you can bind it, increase its durability and hardness. Nowadays, almost nobody ever uses it. It's very rare that you really need an item to increase its durability. Okay, basically there's a whole bunch of poison traps in this hallway. And if you stick next to the wall where the poison trap is, you can walk underneath it. So if you notice the statue over here, we walk underneath it, we won't get hit by it. I mean, we can also disable all of them. Yeah, this is the final stress. You're walking up a very long hallway that keeps on curving around, and there's tons of these trap statues. At least you know exactly where the trap box is for each one of them. Yeah, but at least they're easily avoidable. Warforged are immune to poison, but DDO decided that that's too powerful, so they changed it to you are immune to natural poison. But magical poison, you take damage from. Basically, you now take poison damage. Okay, I should explain that there is a lot of things in the game who deal poison damage that just says immune, immune, immune. But a lot of it is not. And apparently not all of these statues are traps. And all the traps are also all focused in the last section. So you get all of the XP for trappers bonus in this one last hallway. They like to hide the statues, kind of place where you're gonna miss them. Come on. Hit me with Inferno. There's a damage over time effect, which is preventing me from pulling the trap. Final hallway. Yeah, this hallway is too long for its own good. Yeah, but once again, if you don't have a trapper, just stick to the actual statue. Just walk underneath the poison trap. Basically, you hug it and go past it. Oh, not the final hallway. Even more hallway. Riveting content, I know. I was like, how did my buffs run out already? And then I remembered that there was one caster who debuffed me. Well, I already have 30% for traps. 30% for traps. Okay. We made it to these guards. This should be the end. I think there's 2 more guards in this room over here.
A final pair of blackguards stand at attention.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Gates. The king's chambers lie on the other side of them.
Pull the lever.
A sword hangs suspended beneath a magical dome at the center of this room. A hard gaze.
And now we talk to the king. He's right, you just say yes, yes, yes. We've came for the sword. So there's 3 options. You can bluff, diplomacy, bluff, or intimidate. One of the options, you just get this sword for free. One of them you have to fight the king, and one of them you have to fight him and his guards, I think. Let's intimidate him. I believe there's different ways to complete this quest when it comes to the XP. If you do the guards, well, you get a chest. Oh, he likes to damage your armor. That's fine. Picking up the sword completes the quest. Yeah, because we intimidated him, we started a fight. We got both sides to open up. We got the chests on both sides. From what I remember, if you just talk your way through it, so you get a different objective. So, obtain the sword through non-combative means. You get like extra XP, but you don't get the chests. You two stand here. Basically, we're done. Mind you, you still have to go all the way back to House Beneath just to turn in the quest. Sorry about the glitchy music. Wow, 30 minutes. Okay, we're done with all the quests in this range. I guess we can level up. So yeah, level. I am currently level 16. Need to take 17. I believe 17 is my last level of Artificer. Drop me off at House Beneath. Yes. Level 17 is Artificer. Artificer, advanced next level. And this is my last chance to max out disable device, open lock, search, spot, then use magical device. I haven't invested much. I don't really need much concentration, but I guess use magical device gets it. There we go. Get one more spell from this level. What do I need from this level? Anything over here who I can't use a scroll for. Fine. And now we have to head back to turn in the quest. Yeah, it's kind of a long deal just to pick up a quest, turn it in. And the XP on these quests is, well, isn't great. Hey, that's free-to-play quest for you. Sovereign Host. I'm just showing this because I know there's a good chance that maybe somebody has missed where I picked up the quest because they skipped through the video. So there you go. Now you know. And with that, we are done. Well, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. And hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.